Enjoying your trip down memory lane?
Not really. Most of what I need won't be invented for
decades. Yes. Try to hobble your genius with archaic technology.
You're in a mood.
Yes, I am.
The Ripper case.
Yes.
Please don't.
But you have been through all this before. For God's sake, you could save lives.
We both know I can't interfere.
Spring-heeled Jack.
The Sanctuary's newest resident.
I wish I could have told you earlier.
All that matters is that the streets of London are safe again.
As they should be.
Do you miss it?
London? Oh, it's still very much there where I come from.
I was thinking more of this era. Right on the cusp of the 20th century.
Honestly.
No, I can hardly blame you. Must seem like the Dark Ages compared with where you're from.
When I left, things were far from rosy, believe me. Even if we have managed to set my timeline right, which would be a bloody miracle, I've still left a hell of a mess to clean up in my present.
The swearing is acceptable in the future, is it?
If the moment fits, you bet your ass.
Wonderful.
I never meant to burden you, James.
Oh, I know it's the hormones, but I'm so into this.
Henry, the girlfriend's cute and all when she's not biting people's heads off, but maybe you want to wait and do the wild thing on your own time.
I'll go where you lead me on rivers of roses rain. I'll follow.
That sounds nice.
Oh, it's a song my father used to sing to me. After he returned from his time in America in the 1900s. He used to call them spirituals. I always found it comforting.
Okay, Berlioz through Verdi. You sure you want these on an MP3 or a WAV file?
Certainly not.
Ah, why would you? Being the queen of analog.
I'm proud of it.
Progress?
Of sorts. The fact that the creature prevented Abby from killing herself is very intriguing.
Yeah, that's one way of putting it. I'd say we're damn lucky.
You see, most parasites simply abandon their hosts when they become compromised or die. This one protected her, which indicates some sort of symbiotic relationship. The key is her response to music. Look at this.
Coma patients.
Asleep for decades, suddenly waking up when a particular section of an opera or symphony is performed. And this, children who suddenly display heightened mental powers when certain melodies or cadences are performed. Music unlocks parts of our brain that we didn't even know exist.
Lady Gaga. I agree with you.
Put that on.
Sure. Oh, sweet.
In his journal, my father claims that one of his patients began being able to read people's thoughts, but only when that exact piece of music was being played. The harmonies were in sync with his own oral vibrational patterns. If we keep allowing Abby to sing to us, that might help her remain human. But think of it like a language that's keeping her psyche grounded.
Yo. Yeah, we're in the library. Oh, crap. Okay. Doc, it's Declan. The heads of house conference call started 10 minutes ago.
Oh, bloody hell, I completely forgot.
To Helen, who helped us find our Joshua Tree. Love, Bono? No way.
Agent Culver. Is everything all right?
Oh, you betcha. How is she?
Honestly, I don't know. But we've lots of road left, so chin up. Look, why don't you go to the kitchen? Help yourself to whatever you like. I think there's a nice pot roast in there that Henry made a few days ago. Or use one of the guest rooms if you need to rest.
That's very kind. But I think I'm just gonna sit here and not touch anything.
Agent Culver.
Gavin.
Gavin. None of this is your fault. No one could have known what you and Abby were actually walking into.
Again, it's very kind. But I completely disagree. You would have. Will, Henry, for sure, would have totally sensed something. Me, I didn't even know there were superpowered creatures roaming the earth until 2 months ago. Let alone insurgents. Henry's right. I'm a by-the-book kind of guy, and that simply does not work in the world of abnormals.
You sound rather like me when I started out. When my father handed me the mantle to his life's work, the original sanctuary, I wanted to do it very differently from him. Create stricter protocols, more definitive guidelines for how we do everything.
And how'd that work for you?
Horribly. Because in order to do anything well, you have to trust your instincts completely. I learned that making a decision you regret is far better than the alternative.
Which is?
To do nothing. That is the worst crime of all. I believe Will put it best from some sports film he loves so much. Don't think, meet, just pitch. I really have to get back to work. Do try the pot roast. It's quite good.
Dopamine's wearing off. You're showing signs of withdrawal. Pale skin, reduced energy.
So all of that
Was to keep you moving. Hey, if you want someone to push your buttons, bring a shrink who knows your secrets.
Really think you know me? 4 years out of nearly 300.
You're on the downward spiral. Your judgment's impaired. You have to let me take the reins.
You want to be in charge? Go ahead. You have no idea what it really means. I deal with things you can't even imagine.
Ever since your seclusion on the mountaintop, I know you've come back with secrets. I know you'll be damned if you let me in on them. Come on, I gotta keep moving.